In this video we're going to look at some examples of matrix algebra. Our first one is drawn from the questions from the chapter 8, and we're going to look at the product of two matrices. We're going to look at question 1a here, where we look at the product of matrix A and matrix B. So we want to calculate the matrix C, which is equal to A multiplied by B. Now to do that, we calculate each of the elements as follows. For element 1, 1, i.e. in the first column and the first row, we take the product of the first row of A and the first column of B. That gives us a value 16. Then for the element in row 1, column 2, we take the product of row 1 of A and column 2 of B. And that gives us a value of 30. Then it follows that for the element in row 2 column 1 we take the product of row 2 of A and column 1 of B. That gives us 6, and then we, for the final element in row 2 column 2, we take the product of row 2 of A and column 2 of B. That gives us 12. So we can write down the matrix C as a 2 by 2 matrix with elements 16, 30, 6 and 12. Now while we've got that matrix, let's use it to illustrate another element of matrix algebra, which is the calculation of the matrix inverse. Now the calculation of a 2 by 2 inverse is relatively easy, because there's a standard format for that we can use as follows. So we want to calculate the matrix C inverse such that C multiplied by C inverse is an identity matrix, i.e. it's a matrix with elements 1 on the diagonal and zeros off the diagonal. Now to calculate C inverse for a 2 by 2 matrix, we take 1 over the determinant, and then we multiply that by a matrix where we exchange the diagonal elements of the original matrix, and then we multiply the off diagonal elements by -1. The determinant is equal to the product of the diagonal elements, 16 multiplied by 12, minus the product of the off diagonal elements, 30 by 6, which in this case gives us a value of 12. So we can calculate the inverse matrix by dividing each of the elements above by 12, so we'll get 12 over 12 is 1, minus 30 over 12 is minus 5 over 2, minus 6 over 12 is minus a half, and then 16 over 12 is 4 over 3. And these are some handy methods we can use for simple matrices.